What is going on, my beautiful fire signs? This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. Let's go ahead and get started with your daily love reading here for Thursday. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right. Crazy. Five of Cups? What's happened? What happened? Why you guys feel like you've lost something? What is this loss here? What's going on? Okay. That's interesting. Those two do not work together. Okay. Oof. Underlying energy is the Five of Pentacles. This is going to be one tough reading, fam. Only because this is about being patient and having trust in yourself to execute what needs to be done so you guys maintain afloat, so you guys, get what you're trying to get to, whatever it is that you're trying to do in your lives right now. Okay. The High Priestess with the Knight of Swords, the two different energies. Because the High Priestess, she's very patient. She's not actually active, but she's just being herself. She's just doing what she does naturally, which is keep her secrets. She's aware of her emotions. She's aware of the messages that she receives from the divine, right? She doesn't force anything. She's very, she's very passive. And the Knight of Swords is not passive. Right? It's crossed by something aggressive. So there's a really weird tug and pull situation here, and I feel like that's kind of odd. I don't know if you guys, other people, are doing it to yourselves, right? You're dormant and not doing anything, but you're also wanting things to move fast and hurry up and speed up. Or some of you guys are trying to force a situation where you may need to be more dominant or be more passive right now. This High Priestess energy is so interesting here because the challenge here is passivity, is trusting your intuition. But I feel like there's this adamancy to get something that's done a certain way that's not allowing there to be any trust at all in a situation, right? There's not allowed a flexibility that's going to be coming with that, with the Knight of Swords there. Knight of Swords is not very flexible. Now, in the past, you definitely had some dormancy, right? So, some time to rest, some time to recuperate, to rejuvenate, think things through, think things again. This is a lot of, self-reflective energy here. And now you have the Knight of Pentacles, so things are still moving in slow pace, but I feel like you're looking very closely at the details, right? Taking your time. I think a lot of you guys are very focused on your finances or something of material, very practical oriented at this moment. And things are moving very slowly, and I think that's what's bugging you guys, right? I think things are moving very slowly. If this is not you, you're definitely, in a situation where things are moving quite slow, and you have to kind of be patient with it, and it's driving you nuts. Now, for some of you guys, this is it's weird. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like I said, I think it's a struggle. Not so much this is you guys feeling like you're, feeling like you guys are being left out in the cold. Ooh, Five of Cups is back underneath there. Why? The Page of Swords. There's a need for more information, but you feel like something's missing in your life, which is causing you to, to struggle so much, right? And I think that, the finding the solution, or getting the solution, or getting the situation resolved is what's taking the most time, and it's hard for you to deal with, right? Because you have to be patient with it. You kind of have to just allow things to not allow things to just unfold, right? But to truly believe in yourself and in the situation that it will overcome itself, right? I'm not saying that hey, you just need to stop and pray for a second, but I am definitely saying that there is this call to kind of do the best work that you can with what you got and not try to force it, because you have the Five of Swords here that's very ruthless and very aggressive, and with the Knight of Swords is real dangerous because those two together can really cause more problems than they can do anything. And I know you want something badly. That's what that tells me. You want something to a very high degree, something that you really, really want. But is it worth it if it's going to cause you more problems? If the risk is so high to cause you more issues, is it worth it? Right? So be careful with petty arguments and getting involved with people that are, you know, aggressive right now. Because especially if you're trying to take your time and look at the details and they're trying to rush you, just focus on what you need to do. The Five of Swords, right? It talks about being focused. Focus on what you need to get done. Focus on, you know, what is on your plate, and that's it. Okay. But if this is you guys kind of like getting impatient with how things are moving forward, be careful, because the second you move forward, you could self-sabotage yourself. You could cause yourself more problems than you would actually want. Now, your advice is the Six of Swords. Now, I feel like the Six of Swords is talking about just going with the flow. You know, going with the transition, going with the change. And it may be slow, and it may be, you know, draining, especially. But this situation is better than you forcing it and, you know, feeling like you just lucked out, right? Feeling like it was a really bittersweet. Like you may, you know, really starting to regret doing things. And of course, I would always advocate, don't worry about regretting something. If you're really adamant about doing whatever you want to do it. Don't let me sit here and tell you. But understand that you're at risk for causing more problems. Just understand it, right? You're at risk for making it better, but you're also at risk for making it, you know, out to be something that's totally not what you were looking for. Maybe totally not something that you wanted, actually. Like some of you guys just want something so badly, or want to win something so badly, that you're willing to put something else at risk. Like you're willing to, you know, sever ties, or you're willing to cut some people off, right? Don't be so adamant about cutting people that you honestly regret the relationships that honestly weren't bad, or regret a certain situation that was going to be promising, right? Because being too eager to do something can cause you more problems. Be careful. You know, whatever you do is your decision, of course, and I don't want to step on those lines. I as a tarot reader, and what I'm seeing here as these cards is just saying, be careful, right? Take your time, look at the details, but don't, you know, just be careful with your impulses, because your impulses can get you in trouble. Because the High Priestess, she is not impulsive. She is not impulsive, and I think that's the challenge here, to be very calm and make clear decisions about what you want to do, and not react to something and and do something, right? Be very careful with that. And the Six of Swords is saying just to move on from the old and embrace the new, right? So whatever this situation is, whatever reasoning is there that makes you want that so badly, you may have to learn to overcome that. Whatever you were healing from, I feel like this is obviously it's a progression here. Four of Swords to the Five of Swords, right? You know, you've learned something, but you don't want to take any chances with it. You don't want anybody to kind of take something away from you, or to be taken advantage of. You're looking out for yourself and only yourself. That's kind of energy is like saying, hey, let's skip that part. Let's kind of just work on forgiveness, moving forward, and starting anew, starting with new boundaries, new behaviors, and everything like that. Knight of Pentacles, like, right? Focusing on what new routines we're going to be doing, new boundaries, new approaches, because ultimately it's better to recognize the pain and to accept it and to forgive it, rather than to let that be the driving force as to why your behavior is a certain way, right? It's always acceptable to have a certain boundary, like I'm not okay with the X, Y, and Z because it makes me feel uncomfortable. I've had this experience, right? But to act in a way to prevent a certain problem can cause different problems. You know what I'm saying? So be careful with that. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going on here with the Oracle cards. Oh, here and now. Okay. I feel like keeping this one, but here and now. I'm gonna shuffle it again. Here and now, though, I will give you the meaning for that one, though. For those of you that really that it resonated for, because it felt kind of right to leave it there, but at the same time, I didn't like how it came out. It's like a really weird feeling. But here and now talks about focusing on the present and focusing on the now. Don't worry about focusing on something later. Go to distance. That's what. Okay, practically the same thing. Don't force it. Focus on right now. Focus on everything that needs to be done at this moment, you know, and go, you know, here and now was a perfect card. So obviously with go the distance being practically very similar, It's very, this heart card here is very similar to strength in the Oracle deck. Excuse me, strength in the Major Arcana, which indicates you taking your time and pushing forward and, keeping up a good pace, if that makes sense. Like the Knight of Pentacles. Taking your time, keeping up a good pace. Not overexerting yourself or sprinting to the finish line. Because if it's a long distance running and you're sprinting, what you're going to think is going to happen? You're going to burn out. You're going to burn out. So keep a steady pace, keep a steady cycle. Don't really push so far. Don't just keep the momentum going, right? Because you're going to need strength to continue to push forward, right? To hang in there, right? You do have, when this card comes up, it's saying that you do have that extra lap in you, especially after you've taken a nap. Continue to work. Continue to work. Continue to work. You got this. Believe in yourself. Continue to go with that flow. Continue to push forward. Continue to travel. Continue to transform. Continue to change. Because that is, it's better. I don't know if it's better. I don't know what it is. But I do know that this is, this here is going to get you through a lot more stuff than you realize, right? Maintaining diligence and formation and focus and drive, staying strong to overcome something that you're tired of dealing with. It's hard, but if you want it done right, if you want to end it right, if you want to do something right, you have to take the time to do it thoroughly. And I think this is one of those situations, fam. But alright, family, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in, liking, commenting, and subscribing to these videos, guys. You don't know how much I appreciate all the love that y'all have been giving me. I also want to let you guys know I have extended the $10 question sale to January. So if you guys are interested in getting a reading from me on INSTANTGO, you are welcome to get a $10 question reading from me on the go. Alright, and also guys, want a regular reading from me? I have a website. You have every right to view that, book a reading. It's very simple, not complicated or anything like that. So very quick and easy, and you guys can get a reading from me on my website, which is either in the description or in the eye in the corner. But love you guys to death. Stay focused, family, and I'll see y'all real soon. Take care, fam. Bye now.